Greetings, Sophisticated Intuition here with the November mid-month messages. Keep in mind these messages are general and may not resonate with all of you, so be sure to check out your ascendant and moon sign messages for more information. To contact me for personal guidance, all of my information is in the description, or you can go to my website at www.sophisticatedintuitionllc.com for all of my products and services. All right, let's get started. This is for Cancer. All right, what is it that they need to know for the remainder of November? All right. For Cancer, please, what is it that they need to know? Knight of Swords. I do feel like you're about to get some news that you're not necessarily welcoming. Okay, with that Knight of Swords coming in here, coming in fast. Okay, I heard in 1 week. Okay, so for some of you Cancers, there's some information that's coming in within 1 week that is not necessarily bringing a smile to your face. Okay, but let me clarify here. All right, for the sign of Cancer, Spirit, what is it that they need to know for the remainder of November? The sign of Cancer, thank you, Spirit. All right, I love it. Okay, the Two of Cups is here. So, okay, I'm reading this a little bit past, present, future, just a little. But because I read intuitively, all of the information that comes out is relevant to the present, if that makes any sense. But in tarot, it's past, present, future. But I'm heavily picking up on some things in this row that have occurred in the past, but it's kind of trickling over into the future. All right. So, anyways, Two of Cups is here. So I do feel like this is about a partnership, okay? Partnerships don't necessarily have to be romantic, but there are some things here that suggest this is about your romantic partnership, okay, Cancer? But we can just be talking about a business partnership as well. And it feels to me, what Spirit is telling me is that we're in a place of trying to heal this connection, okay? Okay, let's see. The message is like flooding in and I'm trying to like get it together. I was like begging to be able to get it across to you all articulately. Can't speak at all this morning. That's the point that I was trying to get to, because in all of the messages I have been just like stumbling all over the place, and we are not in a Mercury retrograde, so I'm not sure what's up with me today, but bear with me, Cancers. We're going to get this out for you. Saturn, truth is here. This is the Three of Swords in the traditional tarot, okay? But like I said, I'm picking this up really heavy in the past. But it feels like, Cancer, that it's so, okay. Thank you, Spirit. We had a breakup. We had a disconnect. We hurt each other. We decided we weren't going to be together no more. And then we came back together. But we came back together still hurt from whatever happened. That's the energy. That's the best way that I can express that. Okay. 6th house, routine. What I just heard Spirit shout at me is change. You need to change. Okay. Whether that's you or them, but change. You need to change what you do on a daily basis. If you're getting up and doing the same thing every day and it's not reaping any productivity, then there's a significance here for you to change your routine. Okay. For some of you, you are changing your routine, but there's definitely, because this is the card number 30, which breaks down to a 3. Okay. And that is the Ascendant Master number. Okay. For some of you, it could be the Holy Trinity, but you'll want to look up that angel number 3, because it's something coming out about that for me, for you, Cancer, very strongly, the number 3. So look up the angel number 3 and see how it applies to your life. Okay. But there's some significance here for you to change your behavior. Okay. Because we're back together, whatever it is, whether you went back to a job or back to an old relationship, we went back, but we went back in the exact same hurt place. So we're still having the same, nothing's resolved. That's what I feel like. Nothing's resolved. Okay. All right. Second house, owning. Now this is the 2 of Pentacles in the traditional tarot. And so what I'm getting is that there's this going back and forth. Okay. Could be about, whose house are we going to live at? It feels like the problem here, okay, because there was a problem. I say was, because right now with that 2 of Cups, it's like we came back together, and you know how it is in relationships. You break up and then you get back together, you're back in the honeymoon phase, and then if it's really bad and you're not really doing the work to respect what was shared that they didn't like, then in 2 weeks, 2 months, you get right back in that same situation where you're arguing about the same thing. Or you say to each other, I'm sorry I said this, I'm sorry I felt that way, I was angry, even though the truth comes out when you're mad. But we can work through this. But then you get mad again because the dishes were left in the sink and nobody rinsed them. And not only do you go on and on about the dishes in the sink, but everything else and everything that you already thought that was resolved. For whatever reason, this is giving me that energy. And it's also telling me that somebody needs to own up to the responsibility of their actions. That's an energy that I'm getting very strongly off of that card. Own up to your actions. Tell the truth. Change your behavior. Okay? So whether that's you or them, Cancer, this is the message that's coming through. The Tower energy and the Lovers. Again, this is definitely giving me past energy. So if you have not had a Tower moment in your connection, then yes, you might want to expect one. Although Towers come in unexpectedly, the message here is that there's the potential for that. But I'm really getting this as a past energy. This already happened. The Tower already happened. And we broke up, and then we chose each other again. We came back together. But we're still with the Moon. I just thought about that. I think almost every sign has shown up in their own reading today. Anyway, the Moon is you, Cancer, with the 8 of Swords, okay? Feeling trapped, right? Feeling like you can't cut yourself loose. Feeling like, with this routine card, I just keep going round and round in the same circle, in the same cycle. Every time I give you a chance, you do the same thing over and over again. Okay? It's time for you to own up to your actions. Look, this is giving me own up to your actions. Page of Pentacles, 5 of Wands. Okay? Somebody here wants to give an offer, a solid. So, okay, it's just like flooding in, Cancer. I'm sorry. I'm trying to catch up to the message that Spirit is giving me for you. You see how these people are climbing up? But it almost seems like this sinking ground or sinking sand or something, like they can't get their footing properly. You see this one down here falling and everything. Well, somebody wants to give some solid foundation here and stop all of the conflict and the competition. There's somebody who wants to do that. Someone who wants to own up to the responsibility of their actions, okay? And then there's somebody who is feeling like we just keep going through the same Try not to use the curse words, but listen, it's just the facts. We keep going through the same shit. That's what is coming. That's what I'm getting here. Okay. Two of Swords with the Queen of Swords. I'm gonna go ahead and further clarify this. I don't think there was anything. No, nothing up there. Two of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Two of Swords is about having a decision to make, but not knowing which one to make, or not knowing which way to go. And the Queen of Swords, what these two are telling me is that you're, as Cancers do, you're trying to make a decision with your heart. Okay. Because there's just this entrapment energy that I'm getting, where you love this person very much and they love you very much, but we keep going through the same stuff over and over again. I've told you and you still can't see my point. That's what I'm getting here, okay? Two of Swords and the Queen of Cups for Cancer. Why is this here? Three of Pentacles. I want to rebuild. Knight of Pentacles. It's going to take time, okay, Cancer? So, okay. So it's like we want to work on this. We didn't jump back into this situation and we want to rebuild this, okay? Trying to make a decision, or did make a decision, because again, this whole role is giving me pass with our heart, okay? And I feel like, because if you had made it with your head, you would have came off real cold and detached. But instead you made this decision with your heart to work on this connection. However, you're not working on it. You just got right back into the same routine. That's what it feels like, okay? Then we have Temperance in the Star here. This is shouting at me healing, okay? And it feels like both of you. You see I have a Divine Feminine and a Divine Masculine in these two cards here. And it feels like, certainly one of you feels like this is your wish fulfillment. This is your destiny, and that's why you've returned, okay? These both speak about reconciliation, okay? But we need to do the healing work, okay? Yeah, look at this. I don't even think, as much as I pulled this card, I don't think that I even noticed that he has the sun and the moon. It's this, and it's giving me yin and yang energy as well. So there's a balancing that needs to happen between the two of you, okay? And you see the star, the Aquarian here, is pouring out into the land and into the water. Okay, so we need to get our emotions balanced. We need to balance out fantasy from reality. There's a whole lot of that happening. That's the key to the success of this connection, whatever it may be. Okay. Then we have the King of Cups with the Three of Wands. Again, your energy, okay? The King of Cups, who loves very deeply, but doesn't wear his heart on his sleeve, right? And the Three of Wands. So I feel like in this particular set here, and I'm going to go ahead and clarify, this is your, the cross watchers are going to love it. This is your partner, your counterpart, waiting for you to get to this space in life. You see, all calm, cool, collected, because an evolved Cancer learns how to control their emotions. And I feel like that's one of the issues here, okay? And it feels to me very strongly like it's the other person who's waiting for the Cancer to evolve, okay? All right, let me go ahead and clarify, however. King of Cups and the Three of Wands. Why is this here for Cancer Spirit? Four of Pentacles. Yeah, thank you, Spirit. Oh, that was loud. Okay, Four of Pentacles, the Spirit just shouted, they're going to stay. Okay, look, transformation, death at the bottom of the deck. I love that. They're waiting for you to change, but they are going to stay. This person is not going to leave. Okay, they're here for you. They're here for you. They're here with you. Even if it was to transform into a friendship, they're not going anywhere. Okay, but they are waiting for you to release something that's in the connection that's hurting it. Okay, whether that be your emotions or how what I'm getting is how you react to things. Okay. All right. Let me clarify for the sign of, or not clarify, excuse me. Let me get your romance angel for the sign of Cancer. Romance angel, please. Beautiful message. Just need to own up, or they need to own up to their actions. Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. I love that. I love that. Look at these two. Just look at them. I love it. It's beautiful. I'm getting and getting to know each other. Yeah. See, this is definitely about a connection that has had a moment. Okay. And you all had a time to reflect about what you want to do. You love each other very much. You came back around because of the chemistry. But I'm getting alchemy here. Okay? Temperance is in your reading. And I find temperance to be the alchemist. The stars even, trying to pour and be balanced and equal, and I'm hearing the right amount, finding the right amount. So it's almost like doing things in moderation. I don't know how you can control your emotions in moderation, but there's something to that effect. I'm almost feeling like for some of you, of course, this is not going to be all, Cancers just tend to be, pretty intense in their energies, high or low. But if you do the work, then you might be able to find yourself a good balance here. But what I was going to say is that for some of you, you may have a chemical imbalance, okay? And when we're dealing with that, I am not a medical practitioner, so I do suggest that you go to your primary cares and have a conversation with them if you feel like you have a chemical imbalance, and find out what would be the right path for you to take, okay? Be it medications, or my favorite, meditation, okay? That can help you to balance out those energies, because it feels like your partner is begging and pleading and waiting for you to evolve to a place where you are not reacting like you have in the past. Okay? All right, let me get your spirit animal. There is always enough. Koi fish spirit. I love that. There is always enough. Okay? All right, let me go ahead and read from the book, and let's see what that is all about for you today. Okay, koi fish spirit. The koi fish who grows big within a small pond reminds us that within each of us is the potential for prosperity. The law of abundance ensures that prosperity is our natural state. So regardless of temporary outer conditions, you can call in prosperity and magnetically attract the opportunities and abundance you need. The message of koi fish spirit is to begin to generate wealth within, with deliberate intention, no matter how small your pond may seem, and appreciate abundance wherever you see it. Outer conditions will come to reflect your inner prosperity. So begin to become the self who is comfortable with wealth in all forms. Even if at the moment it feels as if riches are not yours, they soon will be. Start to envision the plenty that Spirit wants you to experience, knowing that the moment you begin to commit to conscious and deliberate co-creating, Spirit will joyfully start bringing you what you need. You have so much to offer and so much of value to express to the world. In your little pond, there is much you can create and much you can attract. Do not underestimate what you have and who you are, for Koi Fish Spirit wants you to know that you are exquisite, loved, and deeply cherished. Trust that outer conditions are changing to reflect the truth. That's beautiful, Cancer. That is your message. Love and light.